Stadium. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're underway from Kansas City. Fielded at the 7. Making some progress here. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or two shy of the 40-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of him.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Herbert. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Now Herbert again. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers take a 6-0 lead right away. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Jackson now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Get that extra blocker along, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. That one goes for 31 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
First down. Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
So they send him out for a field goal, and won't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. It'll be Ryan Rico doing the honors. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And that is how you hit a team deep. That hits and careens out of bounds at the 3. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
15. Yellow.
To the air, Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And they're going to take him down finally, but not before he puts his own goal line well in that rearview mirror. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Yellow.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
And we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
I don't need to. I'll go up 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Play action, Mahomes. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's the Chiefs' 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mixon on the counter. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
Keeping it with Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
3rd and 5.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains in next week.
Don't try forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over as he records his first connection for them there, partner. That drive sure looked like it was headed for at least 3, maybe 6.
That QB wanted that throw back the minute it left his fingertips. You know, Peyton Manning would say, once that ball's gone, that check has been signed. And he wanted to rip that check up, and he knew it. Defense makes him pay.
So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. First and 10 from the 43.
Orange. Set. 380. Baylor. Set.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Hits him on the out route. And the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
380. Ready.
Out of the gun. Here's Hampton. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Set.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. 7-3 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They've got 3rd and 8.
380.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 8-yard line.
Set.
They're running the option, short side. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers drive their lead to 11. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin his drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Catch made, left side by Palmer. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked out by Chidobe Awuzie. They've helped them get this early lead, Bronk, and they are just continuing to do their part to try to push this game further out of reach.
Yep, stepping on the gas. That's twice in a row now. Interceptions the last 2 drives. Now this offense has an opportunity to continue to build the momentum and build on this lead.
Vacates quickly left side. He can run it. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
Well, QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Let's go.
It's Hampton on second. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Lion. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. That's low and bounces short of his man. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That's caught for the first. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. They get 22 out of that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Swift now from the pistol. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Bronk. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And that is caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers push their lead to 18. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Jaden Reed to return this. Good work so far. He's got room. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 57.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. He'll get it to Rashee Rice. Complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Defense in a hurry up here. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Yellow.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Sante Samuel Jr. makes the play. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Has him on the quick hitter. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. To the line and set. Here we go. First down. Shotgun give to Hampton. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Delta, hut.
Herbert now, blitz coming. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
It's a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Set. Go.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
On 3rd and 1, it's Herbert. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. He gets 6 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Herbert going to tuck and run. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another kid at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring a 3rd down. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. That one's good to McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get more points to end a lopsided first half. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Chargers continue piling onto this lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. First down throw, Mahomes. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense for flying around and making the play.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing third and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Jackson now to return it. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes. This is Reed working the right side. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second down now. They need 7. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Third down, it's Mahomes. The catch is made by the rookie from Notre Dame. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Yellow.
First and 10, on to Mixon. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 46-yard line.
He'll work against the blitz. Short pass brought in. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. That's to Reed again. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Running left is Mixon. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that means third down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Buying some time right. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. penalty. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Yellow.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Ben, even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Trying to chip away at that lead, but just not able to figure it out there to take another 2 points off.
Yeah, every one of these calls at this juncture of the game tells a story, and right now that story being told is this crew is feeling the pressure trying to chip away at those points. Maybe a little over-aggressive, as now they're still down big.
No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Here's Swift to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Swift gets it again on 2nd down. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Going to run again with Swift. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there. Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
At the 41-yard line.
Draw play here, Hampton. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Set. Go.
Throw here, 3rd down. Escapes out to the left. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down. Punt team on the field. Now this is a beauty of a kick. Gets headed out of bounds. No chance of a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow. My side.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. They tried to air it out, but just couldn't hook up. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down. And the shotgun to give to Mixon. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And the defender's there to knock this away. And that effort means it's 4th down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th.
Let's go, blue lady. Yellow.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Set.
Hampton trying the left side. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Chargers with the football and a comfortable lead as they try to finish off this win. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Set. Go.
Play action now for Herbert. Headed out right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Set. Ready.
They'll go left side with Hampton. To the house. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chargers grow their lead yet again. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Play action, Mahomes. And they pick him up again. Picked up by Chinemed Owuche. He'll try and make the most of this interception. He takes it all the way back to the 25. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
Set.
Running behind center with Swift. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Taken down behind the
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Well, this certainly makes the third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice. It doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Third down give to Hampton. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first and some room to spare.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down, Los Angeles.
Back to Hampton. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Now we're on the counter. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Back-to-back carries here. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Running Mixon out of the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Yellow.
32, Mahomes to throw. This is cut downfield by Rice. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Again to Mixon up the middle. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Third down, Mixon gets it. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense in the hurry up here. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Set. Delta, set. Ready.
Back to the well again. They aren't getting anything here, Brock. They're actually going to lose some. Back to the 10. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chargers on their way to their 3rd win of the year. This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on 3rd down.
Set. Green hot.
They give it to him again. This is going to be shy of that first, but not by much. It's 4th and short.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Starts his return from the 23. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He is taken down as he takes this to the 38. So 20 yards on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
First and 10.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Going all the way to the end zone here. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Again, Mahomes to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, Larry. 15.
Now throw, 3rd and long. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, but how well the defense had that one covered.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. From the right hash, 55 yards out.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Go.
Sign quarterback run here. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.